Hey everybody, it's Matt from You and Your Horror Movies, and we're doing another Top 10 Tuesday. This week we are doing TV movies, so made for TV. I am doing no Sci-Fi Channel films in this one. That was kind of a challenge because I have a ton of Sci-Fi Channel movies, but I went through and I found a bunch and tried to figure out what I wanted in this list. So I hope you enjoy. Again, none of these movies should have been an original Sci-Fi Channel film. These were actually made. I wish that they would make more uh, movies that were made for TV come out onto disc, either DVD or Blu-ray. There's a couple of them out there that I've been after for a long time. One of the things is called The Tower or The Dark Tower. I don't know, it's got Paul Reiser in it, and he was working at the facility. He fucks up his ID card, and he kept jamming it into the slot, and it malfunctioned the computer, and now the computer is out of control, and it kills people in the high rise. I would love to find that film. Another one is called Monster. I think that was a Sci-Fi Channel film. I don't know. Guy moves back home to a small town, and they're kind of like reliving a 1950s horror film. Like they're all saying, two people went into the woods, just like in this one movie, and of course, it shows two people going into the woods, and the monster gets them, and he's with his grandfather. Supposedly, his grandfather has been killing this monster every, I think, 10 years. And now it's time to pass the torch to his son, to his grandson, who now becomes the hero of the town. So every 10 years, he has to fight this monster. It was a really well done film. The monster just looked awful. The CGI was shit. Whoops. But the movie was fantastic. So if anybody ever can find, I think it's called Monster with an exclamation point, and I think it was called The Tower. Let me know, please, because I definitely want copies of those films. But anyway, here's my top 10 for made-for-TV horror. Number 10 is The Horror at 37,000 Feet. There's a remake coming out. It's probably already out. I know overseas, called 7200. I've been wanting to see that film. It looked pretty cool. But this one was a lot of fun. It's got a young William Shatner in it. He's pretty much given up on his life as a priest, drinking and everything. There's a bunch of people on this plane. A couple destroyed a abbey and took in they did take the altar to bring it back home because I guess it was part of their family. Well, the altar broke and released an evil spirit. Now the spirit is loose on this airplane. I remember seeing this when I was a little kid. It scared the crap out of me. The whole eeriness, the cold, people getting frozen. I was kind of happy when this came out on DVD. So I picked it up and rewatched it. Relived some memories. Great little horror film. From 1973. And I think CBS put this one out. Yep. So that's number 10. Number 9. I know some people get some hate on this one, but I actually still enjoy it. And that is the TV version of Piranha. Yes, Roger Corman's is way better. I enjoyed the remake as well. I love the remake. I could watch that one over and over again. But this one definitely has a good place in my heart. This even has, I think, the film starting Miley Kunis there in her first role. She's the little girl at the camp. They changed some of the characters around, but still a pretty good story. As for a made-for-TV film, it wasn't bad. I kind of like this film. That's why I have to have it in my collection, and it's my number 9. Stay there, fucker. Number 8 is a young Wes Craven's made-for-TV film, Invitation to Hell. I revisited this when he passed, and yeah, for a made-for-TV film, it's not bad. Pretty much, he is, I think, he's an engineer. They're working on a spacesuit that can work on Mars and on the sun. So they want to give the heat. So he's invited to this country club where everyone is a part of, and they want to invite him in. He doesn't want to be part of it. His wife and his kids want to, and he's like, no. The owner of the country club is pretty evil. She tries to get everybody in, and she gets her own way. But it was pretty cool for a made-for-TV film. I suggest checking out Invitation to Hell. All right, number 7. This one is a bad one, but I can watch this at least once a year, and that is Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park. I remember seeing this as a kid, and I rewatched it again. And every year I watch this movie just gets worse and worse, but it's just a good worse and worse film. Uh, yeah, just some of the bad acting. The editing was way off. The sound effects were off. Like he had Gene Simmons talking through like a synthesizer as a demon. Some stuff just didn't make sense. But for a made-for-TV movie in the 70s, 1978, yeah. Yes, it's Kiss Me's Fan of the Park. If you're a huge Kiss fan, definitely get that one as well. All right. Number 6. I did not know this was a made-for-TV, but it's actually from 1991. I guess was made for like an HBO movie, TV. And that is Cast a Deadly Spell. Unfortunately, this is a bootleg. There is no an official release on this one in the United States as is. But it's a 1940s murder mystery slash fantasy. Uh, Fred Ward is a private eye. He is hired and he uses magic as well. There's been murders. It's actually pretty well done. It's got some Lovecraftian storyline to it as well. Evil sorcerers, cool magic. If you've never seen this one, I highly recommend checking this one out. This was done in 1991. Yep. You got all weird shit in here. You got demons, zombies, creatures, cool magic spells. Like one guy gets paper cut to death. That was pretty badass. That's cool. All right, next one is a sequel that I find more because I've seen the sequel first, and then I've watched the original, and of course it is Trilogy of Terror 2. Again, this is a bootleg. Unfortunately, there's no official release of this film. I wish they would get on it. Come on. Like a lot of these made-for-TV movies need official releases. What the fuck? Drives me nuts. But again, I seen this one first before I saw the original. That's why it's in here. I love some of the stories. I love how they reprise the Zuni fetish doll in the second one. After the first one takes off and ends, they go into this storyline. The giant killer rats were cool. The little kid, Bobby, he was kind of annoying, but got around it. And of course, the third one, He Who Kills, is the Zuni fetish doll in a museum, which was pretty cool. And I like this one a lot. Number 4, made for TV, is The Beast. This was a two-part when it first came out. I remember videotaping it on a VHS to make sure I could watch it. I did read the book, and they did change some of the things around a little bit, but I didn't mind. You got the gigantic octopus, the Architeuthis something or other, and don't ask me how I remember that. But it's a giant squid, and it terrorizes a town, fishing town, and of course they have to stop this gigantic octopus. It was well done. I liked how they did it. This is the 2-disc version. There's a 1-disc DVD that it's cut to shred. You don't want to get that one. The Blu-ray is out there. The Blu-ray has everything that this version has. I just haven't upgraded it yet, but the 2-disc is in my heart, and I enjoy it. All right, now for the top 3. This was the hard one. Number 3 is Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. This movie was fantastic. I was debating about this to bumping it up, but who put this one out? BCI Entertainment put it out. This was done in the 70s. Well, very well done for its time. That Scarecrow was pretty freaky looking how it was designed. Great revenge film. The retarded guy was, he was Larry Drake. You probably remember him from Darkman. Supposedly they find Larry carrying a body of a little girl. They think he did it because he's mentally challenged, in the town goes after him, and he hides in the Scarecrow. They kill him in the Scarecrow outfit, and now all of a sudden the Scarecrow comes back to life, and each person gets taken out one by one. Great revenge film. Highly recommend This Dark Night of the Scarecrow. Number 2. This one freaked me out when I was a little kid. This one was put out, I want to say in the this was 1990. This was put out, and I don't remember the actual channel it was put out, but it was again put out in 2 parts, and that is Stephen King's It. This one starts off. I think the first part was when they were kids, and the second part was when they were adults. But they broke it off into 2 parts because of the runtime. Maybe, if I remember that correctly. But anyway, fantastic film. Pennywise is badass. The only thing that gripes me is the end, when they show the creature in its full form. I kind of wish they left it as, the clown. Just maybe change his eyes or change something around. Just keep him as the clown. But do what you got to do. John Ritter was awesome. Tim Curry as Pennywise was fantastic. I've been reading stories how he would walk around the stage freaking people out in the clown outfit. Something I would do. But yeah, this was my number 2, Stephen King's It. And my number 1, again, another one that scared the crap out of me when I was a kid. I wish this would get a better release, and that is Salem's Lot. This movie is freaking long. This one is close to over 3 hours. I remember rewatching this with the wife, and she's like, holy crap, how long is this film? This was done in 1979. Again, don't remember the show it was on. It runs 183 minutes. Yes. But my wife, when she saw this as a kid too, was scared because of the little boy floating by the windowsill. That scene scared her, and for me is when the vampire crashed through the window. He's this black circle and just rises up. Ugh, freaky as hell. The monster, the vampire, was just scary as fuck. Love Salem's Lot. I would love to see maybe a company pick this up and put it out like on a Blu-ray. Get rid of the stupid snapper cases. Alright guys, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my top 10. Let me know what you think. If there's any other TV movies out there. I know I want to find the Kojak ones, but that's out of print. I'd love to get my hands on that one. And there's a couple others out there. But again, I did this with no Sci-Fi Channel films. It's a little tough. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, and post some comments below. Later.